video.
Okay, hold on.
Oh
I have
god,
to
this
set
is
up a
weird.
source. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Source. My fucking face. Let me fucking...
Slideshow off.
I like how the audio doesn't sync up.
Oh, yes. That's great. That's gonna be wonderful. I mean, you could always throw like a however millisecond delay. My next challenge is I gotta figure out... Wait, let me move you guys over here so I want to just stare at my face this whole time. I'm looking at the
Oh,
camera.
I think the audio synced up for good.
Oh, nice. Yeah. My next challenge is going to be fucking figuring out the exact millisecond delay in my video camera or my video capture because it's not 1,000 milliseconds. It's like a little less. So my audio slowly desyncs over time, and I have to like reset it like every 45 minutes. But I'm not good enough at math to figure it out, and I'm not patient enough to watch my own stream to figure it out either.
Get Peter to do it. He's a mathy person.
Ooh, I'm like Peter, please, can you figure out my audio desync for me? Thanks. It's probably like I don't know. I'm too terrible at math to even know.
Alright, you're live on stream.
Okay. Hi, and everyone. I am not Victoria, but I'm Ian. And welcome to a very special edition of Ian versus Games, where I am taking over this stream for like 5 minutes, not even. And what's the game that I'm versing today? It's Friendship. Uh, who is Friendship? It's Dylan's Friendship, our lovable DM. I have back there on this pile of shit that I really should have. I did have covered up before the stream, I promise. Let me just hide all the technology and guns that I have. I have a box, and the box is filled with presents. And I'm going to get them, and I want to try to lure my cat Loki in to see if he thinks they're his presents, but they're mine. So we're going to do a little unboxing stream before D&D. I will be right back. And I'm wearing pants. Cool.
I love that he had to double check he was wearing pants.
I know, right?
So there's a charm. Let me make sure my address is covered for those who might zoom in. There's a very charming story about how I discovered that Dylan had sent me this box because he does this every year. And this year I will actually have to remember that I do have his address. 'Cause I'm like, I never sent anything back because I don't have his address, but I have it this year. I have it. So my roommate's girlfriend comes up to me and she's like, I didn't know your middle name was Dick Brick. And I just look at her and I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not my middle name. She's like, oh, you just got a package here. It's for Ian Dick Brick. And I look at it and it's from Dylan, who puts my middle name as Dig Bick. And I had to explain to her that that is actually short and proper for Ian Big Dick. And she's like, well, why didn't you ever introduce yourself that way? And I was like, well, I don't make a habit of introducing myself to my roommate's girlfriend as Ian Big Dick. Kind of sets like a weird precedent for like weird thruple shit that I'm not into. Although, they're both pretty cute. Anyway, all that aside, I'm going to use this impromptu box opener that I just got. We're going to see what's inside here. Loki, jump up on the couch. Get us views. Oh. All right. So Dylan sent me snacks. Holy shit, what is this? Holy shit, Dylan. Oh my god. All right. So, first off, we have Mini Twist Pretzels by Happy Belly. And I can assure you my belly will also be happy after having one of these. Thank you very much. Did I say one of these? I meant actually after eating two of these, probably during this actual stream itself. So check in to see how sick I get later. And then last, but certainly not least, we have this beautiful hazel and cream sweet confections. Dylan, you're the best internet boyfriend a guy could ever have. Thank you so much. Enjoy the crunch. And to everyone else, this has been Ian versus Games. Catch me literally whenever. I stream at every fucking hour of the night because I have no control over my life. With that being said, why don't we go back to Victoria and D&D? See you guys in a second. Boop.
That was amazing. I want to do
Thank
that
you.
every week.
Yeah, that was great.
The Ian versus Games interlude.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know you said you didn't like flavored pretzels, but I'm like, I'll get him a shit ton of non-flavored pretzels, so if the other ones are shit, he's good.
Hell yeah.
Alright. So who wants to do the recap this week? I think Pretzel Boy should do the recap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do the recap. All right. So last time I got to pull up Roll20 because I had to actually be staring at Vaughn's visage to remember what the fuck I did. I remember how it ended. I remember. We spent a lot of time making friends with demons and devils. After Agni used her amazing swole strength to tear open the seal that had us fall into these tunnels, and we actually that may have caused a few people to die in a cave in. I'm still not solid on that one because I was pretty out of it last session. After all that, we met an old man. We conned him into thinking we were one of his friends. We were not. And then we met his friend who was like a giant demon, which was weird. But Vaughn didn't freak out because he doesn't know shit about religion, so he didn't know enough to be actually scared. Um, Apparently, these demons and devils were taken to this plane by Azra's dad uh, to give them a chance to be not evil. They could, they didn't have to be like what nature sort of prescribed them to be. They could be like whatever they wanted. And most of them just choose to be really good, but also terrible at cooking. Um, so we hung out. May have given them some cooking tips. Made some friends. Vaughn learned that alcohol is very, very useful down here. And then after a lot of fun role play and chatting and whatnot, we realized that, or we figured out a way to sort of storm this castle. We went up through a door, which was almost the hardest challenge of the entire session. The door was very strong. It was definitely like a CR 25. And then we ended up in a meat locker, and then there were these horrible fucking slug things, which were the black tentacles that we dealt with in the past, but like on steroids. And they were probably, I would say, the second most annoying enemy I've ever fought in Dungeons and Dragons save for a Tarask. And I'm not even kidding. Um, After like taking like 500 points of damage between all of us, we got through there. We rampaged a little bit through the castle, and currently we've spied some devils sitting down for dinner at a table in the castle, and we weren't really sure if it was going to end up being a fight or not. So we kind of ended there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So as Ian said, as you guys kind of, or it was mostly just Azra at this point. Azra, as you peer through the door, like I mentioned, you see what looks to be a handful of demons or devils, you're not too sure, sitting at a table, feasting on something from as far as back as you can see.
Okay, he'll turn back to the others and he'll whisper that he sees some demons, devils. I'm not entirely sure, but somebody's there and they're eating something.
What? Well, I mean,
Hold on, sorry, I'm finding a pencil.
okay.
There
Take
it
your
is.
time.
I got it.
Vaughn like kind of like leans over. It's like, well, like, I mean, can you get a better view? You got.
I mean, okay, he'll peer around the corner again and try to see what they're eating. If it's something fleshy.
Roll me another perception at disadvantage. The room is unlit, so you're only relying on your dark vision.
Okay. He does have superior dark vision, but I think that only extends the range. I'm just gonna roll twice because I know the thing is not set up properly. It's 20.
From almost the cusp of your vision, it's hard to see what they're eating specifically, but you can see the tables closest to your left and your right. it just seems more of those black kind of tentacled vines are spilling off of them, but these ones look almost dried. You see spots of age and what you can assume is maybe mold or dried out parts of it. You can't really see what they're eating, but you see most of the tables around here are just filled with plates that are covered in these vines.
Looks like they might be eating those tentacle things.
That's not good.
I can't decide if it's good or bad. Maybe... Is there a way to... Okay, I'm trying to remember the exact map of this area. Can you remind us, Dylan, of this area we walked into?
The dining room here?
Well, the dining room and like the hallway outside, because I remember there were other things we could go into.
It was pretty much like a large hallway. There was a staircase leading up that looked to be like where a landing was. Near the landing, there were like 2 doors. There was a small like walkway across above the like your heads in the hallway, leading to another section above you where there was another door. And then the hallway led to these 2 big wooden doors that you guys are now kind of peeking through.
I'm trying to figure out how that goes. Okay, so we're at the 2 double doors. Do you guys want to check out the other rooms first? Because I don't know if this is something we're gonna have to fight.
I mean, yeah, we can try to sneak around a little bit.
Alright, Azra will take the lead if nobody minds.
Go for
You said
it.
there were... Thank you. You said there were 2 doors by the landing.
Yeah, up the stairs.
Okay. So this is the only room on the level that we're on, and then you have to go upstairs.
Yeah, aside from where you came from.
Okay. He'll try one of the doors on the landing then. They'll sneak up there.
Okay. Did you want to go alone, or is everybody heading with you?
That's up to you guys.
How sneaky is Azra trying to be?
Fairly sneaky.
Agni's not going.
Okay.
I feel like splitting up is a bad idea in this place.
Yeah, Eden looks over and he goes, I can go up there with you. The rest of you could stand guard here in case those things come out.
Sure. Have fun, you two.
Right. Azra's gonna move at half speed to get that advantage on stealth.
Okay. Don't forget to roll for Eden as well.
Yeah. I don't think he has anything that gives him advantage, so he'll just have it. Dude just got a fucking plus 15 to stealth. I don't think he needs it.
Yeah, he beat you.
I know!
Alright, you guys watch, like, it's weird because you usually travel with Azra and usually sneaking with him. Watching 2 people really good at stealth walking up a staircase in plain sight, it's just really awkward. They're like squatting down, moving, like their knees are moving weird because they're low to the ground. They're climbing up the stairs, kind of pulling themselves up by their arms and legs. Until you two,
Like animals.
pretty much, like pasta's ready and you're in the basement, you gotta run up the stairs.
Yeah.
You guys make your way up the stairs, up to the second set towards the landing. As you make your way up, you see 2 sets of doors, one on the left, one on the right, split up by about maybe 10 feet of difference between them. You also notice there are several partially dried up vines that are snaking their way into both of the rooms from the ceiling, from the floor, from the walls. But unlike the vines you guys previously experienced outside, these ones don't seem to be pumping anything. They don't seem to be coagulating any sort of fluid inside them. They look brittle and they look dry.
Okay, he's gonna try the door on the left first.
Okay, you walk up to this door. You put your hand on this brass handle and you turn it. The door's not locked, as you're able to kind of roughly push it open. It seems some of the vines that have snaked their way under the door has made it given you a bit of resistance, but you managed to crack it open just enough for you and Eden to fit inside. As you make your way into this room, the first thing that catches your eye, kind of spilling out of the stonework of the walls, like almost like it's grown through the stone, are more of these vines. As they kind of trail across the ceiling, they sprout this white, kind of fibrous looking material that seems to be almost covering or wrapping around a humanoid shape, and they're pretty much just hanging there off the ceiling.
The shape is hanging off the ceiling?
Yeah, and it's completely wrapped in this weird kind of white thread-like material.
Okay, he's gonna take a closer look, but he's not gonna touch it. He just wants to see if there's a person in there.
Kind of looks like that.
Hold on, did you draw it? Also, I just realized there's an actual.
Yeah, should be on the
see
map.
it now. It's like a cocoon. Alright, can he see anything through with the white threads?
Roll me another perception check. As you're kind of taking a look, you see there's no cracks between the webbing or whatever this threading is. It seems to be sealing tightly. But as you get a closer look, you do see a faint rise of the chest area, and a fall, and a rise, and a fall.
Alright, he'll silently gesture that to Eden and then try to take a look around the room, see if he can find any clues as to what the fuck this is.
The walls filled with dusty and kind of covered in vine at this point, but blankets, certain stacks of pillows and stuffing haze. There is like an ornate carpet rolled up, you see kind of tucked in on the bottom of one of these shelves. It looks like more of like a fabric room or a linen closet, but a lot bigger.
Okay, nothing really of note. Nothing that would even indicate who this person might be.
No, it doesn't seem like this is any kind of room with personal effects of a certain person.
Okay. Then he's just gonna leave again and try the right room now.
Okay, you and Eden both slowly slip out. It's the same deal as this one. There's a bit of resistance to the door, but you manage to push it open. Inside of this room, you see a large carpet that drapes the floor. There seems to be built-in about 15 makeshift beds that are spread across the floor, now covered and overlapped with vine. Spread across the ceiling are more of these black vines, and hanging from them, just like the other room, there are 5 more of these humanoid kind of cocoon-looking things.
Okay. He will venture into this room because he wants to see if he can find any personal effects.
Okay, roll me an investigation. Kind of perusing through the vines, checking out like where the makeshift beds are. You see a lot of torn clothing that the vines have just like kind of grown through and spread over. The only personal effect you really catch that really kind of minds your eye, it looks like it's about the size of your palm. A small, it's not a teddy bear per se. It looks more so demonic. It's got horns, kind of purplish flesh and claws, but it's in the same effect as a stuffed animal.
Do any of these cocoons, like, vary in size?
They all do, yeah.
Is
There's
there
some
any
that are
one...
there are some that are kind of tiny. There are some that are there's one in here that's kind of pretty large, like Vaughn sized. Some that are kind of like your size, and some bit smaller, like Anna sized.
Okay. He's gonna leave that behind and he's just gonna exit the room again. And motion to... Now, you said that there was a walkway across the hallway, above the
Yeah,
hallway that we were originally in. Do we see
there's
a
like
way to get there?
it's connected to this landing where the 2 doors are. It's like a bridge to the other kind of small hall area where this one room is.
Okay. He's gonna sneakily make his way over there, and he's going to try to get the attention of the others silently and just like wave at them that he's moving that way now, so they know where they are.
Okay. As sneaky as Azra is, you guys are all kind of just staring up, and you can see them. You can see them like easily. It's not like as you're walking across this landing. Azra, roll me a dexterity save, please.
Yikes.
You feel your leg give way as part of the stone kind of breaks and falls and shatters in front of Tobias and Vaughn under you. But you pull your leg up, and Eden's kind of like holding your back, keeping you from falling. Tobias just kind of looks up through the hole that you almost dropped a stone on his head from, and he just shakes his head.
He just gives like a little sheepish, like, sorry, shrug.
As you're kind of continuing this small kind of bridge that leads to like this little sectioned area, you come across this. It's similar of a wooden door with like brass handle to the other two. You reach out to kind of open this thing up, but this one seems to be locked.
Okay. And that's the only other doors that are up here, right?
Yeah, there's only 3 up in this small area of the castle.
Okay. Then he'll head back down to the others.
Alright, you guys see Azra and Eden kind of make their way down.
Well, found some really strange shit up there. I think that these people are hibernating? Metamorphosizing? Everybody's in like cocoons.
Are you sure? What if, like, a giant spider wrapped them up and is gonna eat them later?
I mean, I guess it's a possibility, but it almost seems like they're just resting. I don't know. They're all still alive by the looks of it. I saw it breathing underneath the thread.
You should open one.
I didn't want to touch it. What if it was hostile? What if I was disturbing its sleep and it grabbed me and you guys weren't there?
Eden was right there. Right?
Eden's not doing the best.
I'm doing pretty good. I don't know why we're talking about me in the third person.
Shh. Quiet. He just kind of like pats his face like, it's... this place just seems super duper dangerous. I don't want to do anything without everybody's knowledge.
Okay, cool. Can I open one? Is that cool with everybody?
I wouldn't open one still. There was a room with 5 of them and a room with only 1, but what if it creates like a huge ruckus and then everything in the castle comes to us?
Okay, what if I cast silence? So if it screams, no one will hear it.
Yeah, but what about like all the commotion?
Wait, you can cast silence?
I do what I want.
That's terrifying.
I've done it before. Oh, maybe you weren't around for that.
I don't think I've ever seen you cast silence.
Yeah, I do it when I don't want people to hear the screams going around me, so it's probably for the best.
Tobias kind of pipes up. It's very useful.
It is, isn't it?
Azra makes a little disgusted face at that comment. Well, I would rather everybody vote on this. What do you guys think?
I think we should deal with whatever these things are first.
Yeah.
Figure out if they're friend or foe.
Alright. Back to the dining room, I guess? How are we going to approach this? Do we want to surprise them? Do we want to give them... What if they are friends? Do we want to attack them first without knowing?
Just walk
Oh,
in
I'm
and
not-
say hi.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, I've come to save you.
I've come to save you.
Yeah, they've been stuck in this castle.
Tell them who your dad is.
Alright, I guess. Right,
You
okay.
got this,
no.
Azra.
Yeah, I got this. It's
Make it till you
know,
make it.
Fake it till I make it. Let's All right. He still looks like incredibly nervous, but he's gonna motion for the others to like stay outside of the room so they don't see them, and he'll go back to the dining room. The doors are open, right?
There's like a slight kind of crack. It's like slightly ajar.
All right. He's gonna open the door as confidently as he can in this exact moment. Which is probably not the most confident.
All right, roll me athletics check.
Oh, that would be so embarrassing if he can't even open the door.
You walk up to the door, put both hands on it, and you like, and you kind of move it like maybe 8 to 10 inches, a little bit more open, and you can fit through it nice now. You take a step in.
He's like, he kind of addresses the demons in the room as loudly as possible, and he's like, "Greetings. I am Azrael, the son of Orguz, and I am here to help you." And he does like a little pose. It's very awkward.
You know that scene in that one How to Train Your Pet Dragon, where like the dragon tamer dude's in the background like doing the thumbs up? That's Vaughn around the corner.
Azra kind of just looks at the others like, "Is this okay?"
As you guys see Azra kind of step in, and you're all watching him do this. After he finishes like his tiny little spiel, you see there is like absolutely zero reaction from these things at the table eating. But you do, Azra, as you kind of get a bit closer, you do hear more movement from farther in. Not too sure what your dark vision is, but can you see the staircase over here?
He can. He has 120 feet.
Okay.
Am I only supposed to see up to the staircase, or do I see further?
120 feet your vision, so.
Yeah.
You do hear sort of somebody standing up from a chair, and you hear kind of loud, not loud like you guys can like hear it shattering, but just like loud heavy footsteps making their way towards the stairs.
He is shaking in his boots, but he's gonna stay where he is.
You see this kind of large humanoid looking demon making its way down the stairs. Roll me another perception check. Everybody can, because everybody that can see this thing on the map can.
I like to imagine everybody's kind of like stacked on top of each other, like poking their heads through the door.
What's Hugh's dark vision?
Hugh is 120.
All right, so I'm trying to figure out if the reason I can see everything is because of Hugh or because of.
It's probably because of Hugh. Wait, can you see the whole map?
I can see the whole map. I can
Oh, that's
see
cool.
everything.
Yeah, same.
Okay,
Same.
well, I guess only certain people have dark vision for some reason. I don't know.
I'll make the check with Hugh though.
Yeah, so you should only have 60 feet on Dawn. That's weird.
Yeah, no, I should. I don't know why. That's Hugh, by the way. I just keep forgetting to fucking change.
Yeah, I gave everybody dark vision. Weird. Oh well. As this thing approaches, those that can see it, its arms are slack to its side. Its shoulders are slumped a lot lower than you would think a regular person's, or at least a demon of this stature's posture would be. Its legs, its knees and ankles are semi-buckled, almost like it's not carrying its own weight, and its back is unpostured and slumped forward. But its head is held up perfectly straight, as if like it was holding itself proper. It makes its way down the stairs, almost in like a puppeting fashion, like something is holding it up. As it gets there, kind of looks at you all, stares down towards Azra. I can't really see you guys at the moment because you're still kind of behind the door, just watching Azra. And it just stands there and stares at you, Azra.
Greetings, good sir. Who might you be?
You see its jaw kind of slowly open up, and all of you hear this right now as it kind of like echoes through your heads. You hear. Wait 1 second. Hello there. You seem to be new faces. Have you come to join my children?
I'm gonna say no.
Just to put that out there, because I'm not doing it. This is the Sombre's voice.
I've kind of figured.
Yeah.
How close is this thing now? Is he still at the stairs? Okay.
It's 90 feet away from you.
90 feet. Well.
And he kind of like, you see him staring at you, Azra, and you see this thing kind of like stare almost behind you as well, like it knows your friends are kind of behind the door, and stares back at you and says, "Who might you be, child?"
I already gave you my name. You still haven't given me yours.
The name's Tom.
Tom. He kind of makes like a hand gesture, like, what?
Tom Kalali.
He kind of looks back at the others like, I'm in danger. I have made a big mistake.
And you do notice as you kind of turn back and look back, all of these demons that are eating at the table have stopped and they're staring at you.
Well, Tom, we are here to, lend you our aid, and I just, wanted to... What's going on here in this castle?
Great deflector.
The demon kind of like stands up straight a bit, and you see its eyes kind of like, its eyes are more so kind of glowing red, but it seems like they seem to be studying all the words that you're saying. And it kind of looks towards you and he says, "Are you strong enough to save us?"
Of course I am. Yeah.
Bring your friends in here.
They're kind of more like,
Vaughn's
comfortable
walking
out
in.
there. No, Vaughn.
Okay, Vaughn comes in.
Vaughn strides in.
If you're going to save us all, if you're going to save all those out there, I need to be sure you're strong enough. I've been suffering for too long.
Well, then you got our guarantee. That's what we came here to do, so we're not gonna leave until it's done. Right? And kind of looks over at Vaughn.
I'm trying to remember if Vaughn actually knows who Tom Kalali, or because Ian remembers hearing this, but I don't know if Vaughn.
I think they filled you in. I'm pretty sure everybody filled you in.
You're gonna have to fill Ian in because I can't remember because I thought Tom Kalali was another name for Desambre, but if this was Desambre, wouldn't he be trying to kill us?
Do you want me to read my notes on Tom Kalali again?
You
go ahead.
have them in like you have them like written down or like?
I have them written down. I actually flipped
Okay.
to the page immediately.
Gotcha.
It says Tom Kalali, he of the Black Tongue. Then it says Desambre. Vaughn found a book that set in lands now Opana speaks of man turned into some kind of demon, devil, fiend.
Yeah.
His main cause of brutality becoming a singular leadership and killed all pharaohs and sultans save for one that overthrew Tom. So you were actually the one that found that book.
Yeah, I was about to say, and then I remember I was like, oh, like maybe that's your dad, but that was like totally off. I mean, Vaughn's looking at Azra like, this is like, she's like kind of like looking like back and forth, like I don't know, like he's not, you know who, but read books about him, like.
Azra kind of gives him a look that's like, we'll talk about this later when we're not in front of him.
I know. Tom, Vaughn, nice to meet you. And he just kind of waves.
You see, kind of like I described this thing's posture slumped over and kind of being puppeted. You see its chest kind of heave forward a second, like it's about to fall off balance, and as it does, you just hear like a distant voice say, "Prove it." And the demon that was slumped over now stands up straight, and you see these black tentacles kind of spread out of its neck and wrap around its arms and legs. It looks towards you, and the door everyone's behind shuts, and it's just Vaughn and Azra in this room.
Oh no!
I need everyone to roll me initiative.
I feel I don't have to prove myself to you. That's why would I waste my time?
Take your time, because I gotta pull up all the stat blocks of these guys.
I do not have my token
Like-
selected.
It's been nice knowing you.
Oh wow! Look at
rolled
those.
a 12.
I rolled an 8 and a 9. I had advantage on that initiative with Vaughn. Jesus Christ!
Oh my god.
Low rolls out now. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. We're stuck in this place, but
This thing is gonna destroy Azra. It's gonna like whip him against the wall and he's gonna turn into a mush.
It's gonna Hulk and Loki you.
Yeah.
well, Vaughn's gonna get very small and is going to get a lot of angry things attacking him. Holy shit!
Alright, 1 second.
Also, I have no idea what the hell I should order for dinner. So, fun fact, the reason why I had to leave at 9 tonight is because the Planescape game I'm in is having a raid night. Literally every active player is going to be in it. And it's the first time we've had this many people playing at once.
Sounds fun.
I got to double check how many of us there are, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, 11, 12. Yeah, there's gonna be like. No, there's gotta be more than 13 of us. It's gonna be like 14 or 15 people playing. It's gonna be insane. Plus 2 DMs.
Dang. Okay. And
Loki, get out of the way. Ow!
All right, cool. Door shuts behind you guys. As the vines begin to sprout out of this thing and wrap around the arms and the legs, you see it just turn around and walk back towards the table.
Okay.
Okay. That's its turn. You see these devils at the table. They get up from the table. Their wings kind of spread out. You see these thin vines that have kind of pierced the membrane of the wings and are now made the wings a bit thicker. They attempt to fly up and rush towards you, but you see their wings are being weighed down by these vines that are now inside of them. And they have to choose to walk instead. So, 1 second. That's as far as it can move. Alright, you see the doors in front of you guys as Agni saying something sarcastic towards Azra. The doors shut, and you see those dried up vines slowly move their way up towards the door, almost encasing it.
I want to try to open the door.
Okay, how?
With her hands.
Alright, you put your hand on the doorknob. Roll me an athletics check.
Oh no.
As you kind of turn the large handles of one of the doors, you see the door itself isn't locked, albeit it is very heavy. It seems the vines are kind of like slowly intertwining themselves and knotting themselves, trying to form a wall. But you just physically trying to push open this door isn't working. That was your action.
That's all she's got.
Got it. Okay, Eden is up next. Eden kind of, like, his rapier is out, and he looks towards Arya, who just walked up to the door and tries to open it, and he's like, what the fuck? And he just puts his hand out, and he starts blasting the door with his Eldritch Blast. Can you roll for that for me, Azra?
Yeah. 3 of them, right?
Yeah. They all hit. Roll the damage. So 11, 12, and 8. You see Eden easily and accurately kind of fries 3 knotted sections of these vines before they kind of drape over and just fall. There's still a couple more holding the door, but it doesn't seem like they're going to hold up for too long. That's going to be his turn. The other devil is going to attempt to fly. It can't, so it's going to just slowly make its way towards you guys. You see them, they seem like there's some sort of weight on their shoulders. They're heavier than they are. Alright, that's its turn. Tobias looks over and he goes, good idea, Arya, but I'll try pushing this side with you. And he runs up and he goes, just keep your hand on the handle and turn it. And Tobias is going to attempt to, like, shoulder the door open. Jam, can you roll an athletics for Tobias with advantage because Arya is technically helping him?
Sure. That's for Tobias.
Nice. So that. You see, he shoulders it, Arya, as you're trying to put some force into it, and more of these, like, knotted up vines snap off and fall. The door looks like it's starting to open. Agni Kai.
I guess Agni's going to help as well to push it open.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll me an athletics as well.
Just normal or with advantage?
With advantage. You have 2 other people trying to push this door open. 19. One sec. Yeah, same deal. You shove it even more, and you hear the door beginning to drag open. More of these vines that are kind of knotted and dried up begin to snap and just fall down to the floor under you guys. You have pushed the door a couple inches. It's still not fully open though. Azra.
Azra's going to put a hand on Vaughn's chest, kind of like he's stopping him, and he's going to cast protection from evil and good.
All right, Vaughn, you feel this essence, this warm kind of bright essence flow its way through your body.
And then he's going to address the big guy again. He's going to say, I am not here to attack the people of this plane, and I'm not here to be unnecessarily tested. And that's his turn.
You just hear from the background, "What a bitch!" No, you see one of these bigger kind of devils that have made their way down the stairs as well. What is their speed? It's gonna dash towards you guys. That's its turn. This devil here, same deal. He's gonna walk around. And it's Hugh's turn. He sees everyone pushing on the door, and he's like, "Oh fuck! Okay, yo, babe, watch out!" And he backs up and he runs towards the door, and he does like a flying kick. Who's got Hugh? Ian, can you kick the door for me?
Yeah, sure. Here he goes with his flying kick. Ignore the
Nice.
+2.
That's fine. 8 damage. All right, the door budges some more as you guys are starting to open it now.
Watcha! Watcha!
All right, that's gonna be his attempt, his action. The other devil. Mr. Scallion.
All right. Vaughn is going to pop out his capsule that contains Giant's Bane. He's going to press the button, and he's going to stand at ready. He is going to hold an attack action. If one of these devils gets within range, he is going to non-lethally beat the living fuck out of them with it. And he's looking around, he's like, Azra, look at the veins. I don't think they're in control. We might actually have to help them. And he just kind of spins the axe in his hand real fast and just kind of starts looking back and forth.
All right. Another one move. Another one move. You see they're silent too. You don't really hear any noise coming from them aside from their footsteps and like the dragging of their limbs if they're close to the ground. He sits back in his chair. And it's back up to you, Arya.
She's just gonna keep trying to open the door.
Alright, roll me an athletics check. Yeah. Nice, okay. The door is practically open at this moment. If somebody was like a halfling or something smaller, they'd be able to squeeze through.
Like Agni.
Yeah, practically. Back up to Eden. He is just gonna kind of shoot the rest of the knots that are appearing. Want to do me one more Eldritch Blast? Okay, you only have to roll damage. Eden kind of snipes out the last couple knotted vines that are holding this door, and it is now free to push open for whoever's next to push it open. So is this devil's? All right. At this point, Tobias is he doesn't have to roll. He's strong enough. He pushes the door open, and everybody is now in the room.
Yay.
Agni, it is now your turn. You
Agni, sorry.
what you bear witness to is all these weird demon and devil creatures slowly making their way towards Azra and Vaughn in like a calm but threatening manner. They don't seem to be speaking or saying anything. They're not even really looking at them. Most of their heads are weighted down by these vines that are wrapped around them. They're just sluggishly making their way towards that direction.
Do they look undead or just like alive and fucked up?
The best word I can use to describe this is puppeted.
Okay.
But they don't seem to be breathing now that you're looking at them kind of closer up. There doesn't seem to be any color in their eyes.
Agni's going to run up to the group and just stand like a little bit in front. No, next to Vaughn. And whisper, "What's the plan? Are we killing these guys?"
I think they're possessed. I'm gonna beat the shit out of them, tear the veins out of them.
Agni's going to hold an attack. Just to like hit him with a hammer.
Alright, fair enough. Back up to you, Azra.
Well, I guess just go for the vines only. And, he will also hold an attack right now. He doesn't want to go running in.
Alright. This one approaches you. As this one gets closer, you see its body is humanoid in shape. It's covered in these long chains that kind of sprout from its jaw and hair. These long spiked chains, and the chains themselves are now wrapped in these tendrils, and you see... Oh, let me skip that for you.
Yeah, thank you. Figure now that combat's actually starting. Get a little combatty. Get some Dark Souls going up in here.
It gets within 10 feet of you guys, and you see the chains on its body fly towards you to try to hit you. Both of them are going to go for you, Vaughn.
I think they both have disadvantage.
All right, then the first to hit is a 17.
That is a miss.
And the second is a 19.
That's just barely gonna hit.
You see the first chain fly past you. You manage to duck out of the way as the second chain is already wrapped around your ankle and pierced into it. You're going to take 11 points of damage. Slashing damage. You are grappled by that one chain. And remind me at the start of each of your turns, since you're grappled, you will take damage.
Okie dokie.
All right. Where is this guy? God, their speed's like 20 feet. This. All right, it's Hugh's turn.
All
What
right.
is Hugh doing?
Hugh is gonna come in. He is gonna, I guess, the 5 feet to walk in. 5, 10. He is very confused as to what's going on, I'm assuming. But he sees Vaughn grappled. Is Hugh able to like pull the chain out of Vaughn? Is that a thing?
Yeah, he could try to break the... there's an escape DC, so yeah, if he wants to try to do like an athletics or whatever his psychic thing is against the DC, he can.
Oh my god, wait. How does that work? Can he fucking throw Vaughn? Wait, can he break the grapple on Vaughn telepathically?
Well, it's an escape DC, and like if somebody tries to help you, they would just make the same athletics check, but since he's what's the word? Telepath? Not telepathic.
Well,
whatever.
his is also a flat DC, which is why I ask. It's
Oh,
a
I see.
Telekinetic Shove of DC 17.
I see. So I guess he can give you an advantage on your turn if you try.
All right, it's a bonus action, so he is going to telepathically start pushing on Vaughn, and he's just gonna pop 2 arrows at the Chain Devil. Probably not with the blazing bowstring because I assume with a 15 intelligence, you would assume the devils might not be affected too well
Yeah,
by fire.
he's a church boy. He knows about.
He's a
devils for
church
sure.
boy. All right, so he's just gonna go. Am I? Oh wait, let me switch over to Hugh again. Ugh. He's gonna go. Pew pew.
They
Yeah,
both hit,
cool.
and that's 17 points of damage. Nice. You see, as he knocks the arrows and launches them into this thing, as it's kind of standing there attempting to hurt you, Vaughn, the arrows strike it, and there's no semblance of pain at all. Is that Hugh's turn?
All he can do is use his action, his bonus action.
All right. Same deal with this guy. It's gonna launch two of these viney chains towards you, Azra.
Alright.
Oh, that was shitty. That's a 12 and a 14.
Nope.
All right, that's his turn. Vaughn, back up to you.
All right. So I take damage at the start of my turn.
Yes, thank
You're welcome.
8 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Wow.
Juan's like.
You are
Alright.
restrained, sorry, by the way.
Oh, I'm restrained. Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah,
different.
from the
That makes
grapple.
me mad. Vaughn's gonna rage. So I gotta make an athletics check to bust out of this thing.
Or acrobatics, whatever your is highest. It probably
Vaughn,
has
the
those.
acrobatic barbarian. You know what? No, I'm gonna go with the athletics. Although I just realized that I had advantage on this anyway because fucking
60.
Whatchamacallit
Yeah,
is
you
it?
managed to kind of grab the chain and pull it off your ankle.
All right. Let me. Oh, I forgot to throw my aura on. My aura of rage. And Vaughn is just gonna charge up, and because he already used his action to break out of the grapple, he is just going to stand there menacingly.
Sounds good.
That's all I got.
All right, they're slowly getting to you guys. Ooh.
Ooh. These things aren't undead, right, Dylan?
No, they're not.
Okay.
That guy just went. He's not doing anything. He's walking. Hey! They made it to you.
Oh my god.
As this thing makes its way towards you, Vaughn, you see most of its back and its wings are covered in these kind of spikes that are naturally growing on their body. It's going to attempt to attack you. It's not going to hit, but it's going to attempt to. That's an 8, a 10, and a 3.
Those are all misses, thank goodness.
Yep, those are all misses. All right, you see it's sluggish, it's slow. It lifts up its arm to slash you with its claw, and you see it's almost like a small child is trying to hit you, and you know the punch is coming, so you just take a step back, and it just completely misses. Arya, what are you doing?
Okay, first she's gonna have this thing move. Okay, he gets 40 feet. Oh, that's not the right thing. He's gonna hang out over here for a bit. Yeah, he has a reach of 10 feet.
Which one's he attacking?
Good question. This guy.
The chain devil?
Yeah, why not?
All right, this 12 does not hit for the first attack. As it goes to swing down, you see the devil almost comically, just sluggishly move out of the way. 21 does hit. As he moves out of the way, the second arm comes and kind of pummels him into the ground. Going to take 26 points of damage.
Sorry, now I have an open thing of treats on my desk because of someone, and now Lo's trying to get them. Okay, this one is gonna attack. Which one's holding Vaughn?
The one to the right. The diagonal left of Vaughn.
Oh, Lola. Look at her go.
.31 hits. Any more attacks? Okay, that hits as well. All right, yeah, they all hit, and you see these tentacles kind of slam into this creature. One of the tentacles grapples it, and kind of like pierces into the flesh, while the other two just kind of beat it over the head. There's no reaction. On the same one. All right. 1 second. Okay, wisdom save, right? That's a 4. So it fails. It's going to take the 21 points of necrotic damage. And is Arya doing anything? Oh, besides Hold the Dead, or?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. All right, Azra, what's Eden doing?
There's so much going on right in this area. Where is he? There he is. He's gonna run up and... What is this aura around this guy, by the way?
The stinky poo-poo aura.
Stinky poo-poo aura. Then he is not gonna get within the stinky poo-poo aura. And he'll just Eldritch Blast, this guy here.
Alright, go ahead. Hey, they all hit. Nice.
Nice.
What the fuck?
Less nice.
24, 37. Alright, he lets loose of these Eldritch Blasts. It doesn't even look like the creature is attempting to avoid it as they all slam into its body. One of them cleaving part of like the chain that's built into its flesh into pieces, scattering behind him. There's not even a moment of pain. He doing anything else?
I think that was his action. I don't think he has anything particularly. No, that'll be his whole turn for now.
Alright. That was a dash. That's as best as he can go. Tobias Riverdane.
Eden's in the fucking way. As usual. Okay, hold on.
What direction are you aiming?
Going around. But now I can't go that way. He's gonna get behind Agni, because I don't want to be in front of Hugh in case he gets shot. Everyone's in the fucking way, move! He's gonna hold his action. Right here. In case someone sneaks up or falls from the ceiling and lands near him, he'll attack them then.
Alright, fair enough. Agni Kai.
Aggie is gonna move up here. And use Incite Greed. And, yeah. That's a wisdom save for everyone within... Well, not everyone.
Can you put the
Just,
spell in chat?
Okay.
Why do you have Insight Green prepared?
It's fun. It wasn't in roll 20, so
Okay, no problem.
sometimes I like to be passive. Okay, I'm not gonna
What-
kill him outright.
You hold up the gem and you cast the spell, and you see the light kind of shine into it, making it a bit brighter. And you look around, you see not a single creature is phased by this.
Okay, that's fine. I got a backup plan. But for now, that's it. 'Cause
Just
that was
walk
an action.
towards like a big pile of ducks, holding a dollar bill, trying to get their attention.
Some ducks like money, I think. The Ludi likes money.
Okay, all right, that's your action. What else are you gonna do?
She's gonna sigh and look back at Tobias. And that's it.
I thought it would work too. That was a very bright plan.
Fuck you. You know I was stupid.
Azra.
Azra's going to. Jeez, there's so much going on right now. He's gonna whip a couple of daggers at this guy.
Which guy?
This guy.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then he's going to he wants to try to aim for the vines, but at this point I don't they don't look like they're alive, so let's see. It's this dagger and this dagger. What a great roll.
You catch a whiff of the stinky poo poo aura as you're throwing these, and you just whiff the both shots. They don't hit anybody.
Stinky.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, stinky, and then he's gonna move back, and that's it.
All right. 2 more chains are gonna lash out from this chain devil. One of them is gonna go for Agni, and the other is gonna go for the Venom Kiss.
Real quick question.
Yeah,
These guys are immune to charm. Are they immune to fear as well?
you could try it.
I don't. I try anything. My fear aura is up from my rage.
Oh, okay. It doesn't seem like any sort of emotional compulsion affects them.
Okie dokie. Sorry, Agni, you're on your own.
So that's a 25 to hit Agni and a 14 to hit the Venom Kiss.
His AC is 14.
Ooh, does 25 hit you, Agni?
Yeah.
Okay. So Agni's going to take 12 points of slashing damage, and the Venom Kiss is going to take 11
What kind of damage is this?
slashing.
Haha.
The thingy that hit me is gonna take 2d6 fire damage.
All right.
Because how dare you?
So 1 second here. So you're both restrained, just to let you know. So it's going to take 7 points of fire damage. Okay. And that's going to take. It's not going to take anything from that, but that spine devil there is going to take it for it because it's 10 feet away. Which one is he? Yeah, 11. Okay. You see the toxic blood that pours off your Venom Kiss and hits this spine devil, kind of covers its flesh, and its flesh just begins to melt as it's barely standing anymore. All right, this guy's gonna move. That's as far as you can go. It's back to you.
Oh, as I said, back to you. I was like, wait, it's Agni's turn again? And I got very confused. All right, Hugh is going to try to psychically shove the thing that's grappling Agni. Needs to make a strength saving throw. DC 17.
That is a 10.
All right.
So
He is pushing it 5 feet away from him. So that is. Yeah, that works too.
All right, the chains are 10 feet long, so still grappled.
Hmm.
But he's at the max of his range right now.
All right, and then Hugh is going to pew pew. Hugh uses pew pew. Pew, pew.
No, of course not.
Ooh.
The second one hits only.
Gotcha. Takes 11 points of piercing.
Nice. This thing doesn't. It seems like with Hugh's last arrow, the body's kind of deteriorating here. The vines aren't able to hold it up as he's clearing out kind of flesh with the bolts in this longbow, or arrows in this longbow. You do see as there's like a hole pierced in the side of this thing. More of these vines start to pour out. It doesn't really seem like there's anything else in the body but these vines.
Vaughn's like, ha! All right, new plan. Thanks, Hugh.
Yeah, bruh.
That's all Hugh's gonna do.
All right. When do they take damage from your stinky poo poo warrior thing?
Right now.
All right, it's gonna make a Constitution saving throw. It's a 23, so it takes nothing. When it gets to the spine devil, we'll make him do that. He is gonna stay in here. He's gonna lash 2 more chains at you, Vaughn. That is a 12 and a 26.
That was with disadvantage.
That's a 12 and a 13.
Ha ha!
So nothing hits you.
Yes.
It's now Mr. Scallion's turn.
All right. All right. Swing, batter, swing, batter, swing. Vaughn's gonna move forward right here, and
Wait, why is it disadvantage again?
because of Azra casting protection against evil and good.
Ooh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Vaughn is just going to pump everything he can into this chain devil with reckless giant's bane. What was I gonna say? I had a question. I've forgotten. Oh, they're medium sized, right? They're not big.
Yes, they are.
Cool. All right.
The
Either way,
spine
giant's
devils are
bane. So he doesn't need to make a strength save, but that is a 24 to hit. 19 points of slashing damage.
Your blade's at the ground. As it is, you kind of lift it up over your head, clipping this thing in the jaw. As you do, you split its whole head open and it just hits the floor.
Oh, nice. Cool. Then the second attack is going to be to the spine devil on the right. That was an 18 to hit for 18 slashing.
All right.
And then what?
18,
Sorry.
18 slashing. Sorry. No, go ahead.
And then bonus action, attack again for 16 slashing.
All right. Your first strike cleaves into part of this thing. You pull your blade out, hit the same wound, and you cut it in half.
Bond's like, it's really hard to save you when you're already dead.
As this one hits the ground, you see its body completely in half. You see all these kind of thin black tendrils try to squirm their way out before they instantly dry up and just stop moving.
That's all Vaughn's gonna do.
All right. This spine devil is going to run to the venom kit. It's going to attempt to make 2 attacks with its tail spine. Or you know what? It's going to bite it. Yeah. That's a 16, a 12, and a 17 to hit. So they'll take 12 damage total. Okay, yeah, so 16 and 17 hit. So 12 damage. This guy who's not even in the area yet is going to make his way to the poo-poo guy. It is... one sec. Slashing and piercing. It did damage, yeah. They just gotta make con saves. They all failed. And they're all gonna take 1 point of damage. Alright. Sure. Alright. Cool. Oh, roll poison damage 2 times, one more time, because you got hit twice. And what DC did you say it was? 15, so only... Oh. Oh, it just takes the damage. There is no...
Yeah.
Okay, so they all take damage. 1 second. So, and the guy to the right just fucking melts. He is done. Okay. Now, Stinky Poo Poo guy has to make the con save against your Stinky Poo Poo spell. He rolled a 17. He succeeds, takes no damage. He's going to walk towards your zombie clot and attempt to attack it. That's an 18, and that 20, and a 17. Alright. Your zombie clot is going to take 20 points of damage total. Is dead. And it's back to Arya.
Alright, first, let's have this zombie clock go. It's going to attempt to entomb someone.
Entomb Vaughn just for the hell of it.
Just for a nice giggle.
It'll be whichever one looks like it's doing alright.
Whichever one looks like it's doing alright. Like fighting wise or health wise?
Like, health-wise.
Okay. I guess it's going to entomb the one to its right. 19 hits, it's dead.
Alrighty then.
No, that's its action.
Alrighty. Let's go on to the Venom Kiss. Oh.
14 hits, or 25 hits, 14 damage. Which one, sorry?
We'll do this one.
It's dead.
Alright, how does this one look?
About to die.
Alrighty.
It's dead.
Alright, there's only those two left, right?
Pretty much.
See them? Do you know what his range is?
I believe it's 20 feet. Yeah, you can. You attacking the small guy or the big guy?
We'll go with the bigger guy.
Okay, 15 misses.
Alright, it's just gonna attack the same one. Once
Alright.
it goes through, if it ever freaking goes through. Or not.
This is slow, I guess. Was it told dead again? He rolled an 18. I believe your DC is 20. 24 necrotic damage on that guy. That's fine. It's still standing, but it doesn't look like it should be standing for much longer. Alright. And it's now Eden's turn.
How's this guy looking?
Close to death.
How's the guy behind him looking?
He was born close to death.
He's just gonna pop off them Eldritch blasts And if that guy dies in front of him, then it'll go straight to the other guy, so.
They all hit.
Nope, that's not what I meant to click. There's 1, 2,
Alright.
3.
The first two kill him. And the third one hits the guy in the back, who is almost dead now at this point.
Cool.
The Eldritch Blast just pierces holes in this body, and you see the creature behind it get struck by the third one, and just more of these tentacles just pour out of the wounds, and then harden up. Oh, whoops, sorry, it's Tobias' turn.
Everything's dying. What's still alive that isn't in the stinky poo-poo aura? I don't want to get close to that.
The only person left alive is the big guy who's just standing there at the stairs.
Oh. Alright, he's just gonna maybe step over the body here. Can he see the big guy? I don't know what his dark vision would be. Like, it's still dark in this room, right?
60 feet.
Okay. He can't see shit. He thinks we're done. He claps. Good job, everyone.
Bravo!
Teamwork!
Alright, oh fuck, it's Agni's turn. I keep pressing it now.
Agni can also only see 60 feet and everything's red, so she thinks we're done too.
There's still the two people in the poo-poo aura.
Damn. How do I touch them without getting there? Hold on. We're gonna use Sacred Flame.
Which one?
Oh, I didn't mean to be biased. On this one.
He failed. That's 21 points. You see its body engulf in that radiant flame and then just slump to the ground.
That's what you get. That's your turn.
It is back to you now. Oh, okay. Bathroom break. Hugh's turn.
Oh yes, I'm Hugh. I mean, Hugh's just gonna pew. Hugh's gonna do it. Use his flurry of bows and go boom, boom on the spine
They
devil.
both hit. Spine Devil is still standing though.
Can't have that. 5, 10. He's gonna go into the stink as he tries to hold his breath. 15, 20, and he's going to bonus action kick it.
All right, go ahead.
Where's the fucking? There it is. Eh. Ignore the +2.
It is now dead.
And he's gonna scoot away from the stink.
Okay, I'm gonna take you guys out of the initiative order.
Mhm.
What is everybody initially doing right now? As he was just taking out the last thing that was coming towards you.
Agni's looking at the food on the table.
From what you can see, there is food on there. It is long dried and solidified.
Oh.
There are vines all over it.
Oh, hey, Azra, what happened to that dude you were talking to? The asshole that closed the door on us.
I was just gonna start walking forward towards the dude.
Agni's just gonna stare at the back of his head and flip him off because he never answered. He can't see him.
I thought that would be indication enough, but that's okay.
All right. As you're getting closer to it, you see its body contort a bit before it goes back into that slumping, postured formation. And you hear it say, "I think you can save us." And it brings two of its hands up, and as it does, you feel the floor shake beneath you, and the entirety of the floor just give way as you all fall through it.
There we go again.
Team Rocket blasted up again.
So what is everybody doing as you're falling? The floor shatters, and you see there's just a black pit under you. The rocks just fall past you and disappear into the blackness. The bodies disappear. It's just you and your allies floating in space.
Like we're like falling or
Well,
floating?
you're falling, but the ground, the walls that were next to you prior are kind of leaving your distance as you keep falling downwards.
Okay, so it's just like a void.
Vaughn is still in his rage for at least probably 36 more seconds. So he is he's gonna extend his axe out to the right hand side, like, "Hey, Arya, you grab on!" And he's gonna grab Tobias with his left arm and try to hold everybody together.
All right, you see as you kind of reach out to go grab Tobias, he sinks past you and disappears.
Well, everybody else, hold on!
You guys look over, and one by one, you see each of your allies, minus the four of you, disappear into the blackness. Arya, your zombies also do disappear. The last thing you really hear is, "Members," in silence. As you guys continue to fall, and the ceiling you once saw disappear just completely out of sight, it doesn't feel like you're falling any longer. It feels like you're almost floating as you look around. And as you slowly come to a drift, you see floor begin to appear below you, and it looks to be almost like a grayish stone, kind of rocky terrain. And you slowly, gently float down, and you find yourselves in a black, kind of skied void. There is a single decrepit cabin, just seated maybe about 20 feet in front of you as you all safely land, the four of you.
Azra kind of looks at the others panicked, like, where did they go?
Agni's gonna use her bracelet to send a message to Tobias and just be like, "Hey, so I'm alive, are you?"
You're met with silence.
Oh, fuck. How's her ring look though? Tobias isn't dead, right? Because
No, your ring looks fine. You still
Okay.
feel what you would feel normally.
nice.
You hear a voice kind of haphazardly slip through the cabin. Welcome to my world. Come on in.
No, thank you.
Azra's gonna take a really deep sigh and kind of like rub his temple, and he's just gonna walk on towards the cabin.
All right. As you guys see Azra walking towards the cabin, your senses are kind of flayed a bit. Azra's taking the steps, but Azra's not moving into any spot. The cabin's just getting closer. As you all find yourselves now standing directly in front of the cabin, door open.
So who wants to break the door down?
Azra will just open the door.
You push open this door. It's slightly off its hinges. You lift it up, place it down, and you walk in. There's nothing really furnishing this room. There's a single chair, what looks to be a figure sitting in it, slouched over, hood over its head, long kind of ragged robes pouring down the chair to the floor. And you see it's kind of gripping one of the chair arms with both hands.
Excuse me, where are the rest of our friends?
They'll be fine. You are strong enough, all of you. But I need your help. And you see the figure lifts up one of the arms, pulls the hood out, and you see a human-looking face, dark skin, very shallow, almost like skin to bone. Eyes are hollow. The nose is gone, and it's just like a hollow area protruding into the skull. And it lifts up one of its arms and it goes, "It's nice to finally meet you all. I am Tom Kalali."
Tom Kalali, like the Tom Kalali of the Black Tongue?
At one point, that was my name. I regret taking that name.
Azra kind of like looks at this man and then looks at the others, and he mouths the words like "disombre" to the others.
Bond shrugs and just kind of like makes like a all right, like a get on with it motion towards Azra. Like, I mean, if you won't ask, I will.
Azra will address the man again. He's like, "Are you? How long have you been here?"
He looks up towards you with his sunken eyes and he says, "Time doesn't flow here. I've been trapped here for God knows how long. But somebody's finally arrived to put an end to my suffering."
Are we supposed to kill you? Is that what you want?
Oh, I'd love that. I'd
All
love
right.
if you just killed me now.
Well, we're not gonna do that. And he looks like pointedly at Agni. Not right now, at least. What is this place?
If it has a name, I don't know it. My own personal hell. The thing you know as December is long dead in this plane. I'm all that's left. He was here at one point. He starved to death, though. So everybody went underground, into hiding, and, well, your father ordered the castle in himself, choking December out of his food supply. And I just sit here and I rot, with that damn fucking tree outside.
We didn't see a tree, did we?
You did not know. But as he looks over and points at the window, you now see in the large black landscape, there is lit by a strange-looking moon. There is a massive tree that stands into the sky.
Ooh, trees are easy to deal with.
It looks maybe hundreds of miles away, but this thing is enormous.
What is that tree?
He called it his amalgamation. Ah. 1 second. You're probably confused a little bit. Let me start at the beginning. When the Sombre was originally cut down by your father, the blade he used to do it wasn't complete. Instead of killing him, it tore his soul, his essence apart, splitting it. His host body, me, well, my original body, remained in the material plane. His true form, his mind, somewhere else, and his soul, well, his soul was split into dozens of tiny pieces spread across the land. I've been stuck here, and I've learned a few things. I've regretted a lot of things, and it's kind of ironic the four of you showed up. If I help you in telling you how to kill him, will you end my suffering?
Yo, I'll end it right now if that's what you want.
Hold
Get
up.
your head over here.
Hold up. Hold up. We need to learn. We need to learn things. Let's not give the man his pudding before he gives his due.
Is that a yes?
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Once we get the information, yeah, I suppose.
You see, even out of like the hollow eyes that are there seems to be like a little bit of moisture that begins to kind of pour down. He looks back towards you all and he says, his plan, what he calls his peaceful world, is to trap every living single thing in that fucking amalgamation out there. This is a failed one. This one wasn't able to sprout before he starved to death. But I'm sure out there, if he's still out there, he has enough food to keep going. For this plane, if you tear down that tree and you kill me, you'll set the people here free. The ones that are surviving, at least. The Sombre itself is more of a virus than a thing or a person. He feeds on the life force of others, and once he's able to grow this thing, he can feed on every single thing. Nothing to stop him. I don't know where he came from. I don't know what he's made of. But he's a tricky bastard. He made me think I could get everything I wanted. Everything I ever needed. And he used me to try to do this back then. He's weakest when this tree is grown, you know. This is him shedding most of his power. If you're able to kill him when this thing is out, you'll be able to fully end him. He won't be able to find another host to live in. You understand?
A hell of a gamble, though.
You guys made it here. If you can survive this place, I'm sure you can survive anything he's willing to throw at you, lest your home turn to this.
Azra's arm turned into vines one time.
That happens. That's a thing he can do.
Yeah, he does that sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, he gave me the skill and the power to make anybody do whatever I wanted. It was fun. Oh, not to them, at least. I don't know what he is. I don't know what his aim is, what his goal is, but I know he's angry. And the angrier you get him, the more reckless he gets. That's how they killed him the first time. That's how I ended up here.
Hmm. How did they make him angry last time?
Well, as much as he likes to think he's above morality, above the gods, above whatever else, at heart he's just a small child. I think it was your mother who was the one who got to him most.
Did she bully him?
If that's what you want to call it. He never liked her. That's why he took her over and made her kill her friends and family.
Ooh, yikes. I apologize in advance to my friends if that happens to me because of Desambre, but I'm absolutely 100% gonna bully the shit out of him.
That's
Fine,
not gonna
Agni.
happen to you, Agni.
I know you can't kill me.
I totally can if I just stay in the air.
Is that really a conversation you want to have right now?
No, but I'm trying to reassure my friend.
I'm
You
trying to
see-
reassure you.
You see the Tom has his arm kind of pointed out, his long bony fingers pointing towards your neck, Vaughn. He says, "If you're able to forge that blade fully, it might give you a better chance at actually taking him down."
Kitty on. Yeah. We're trying. It's hard. We've got bits of it.
Well, I wouldn't recommend using it if it's not fully formed, because that's what happened last time, and look where we're at now. Uh,
Is there a way to? Can we actually kill him without the blade? Like if he gets weak enough when he has the tree out, could I just beat him to death?
you possibly could, but again, there's a chance he already has his essence spread out to someone else as a failsafe. I don't know what magic that blade holds, but it cuts the ties if it's fully formed from everything he's connected to if it kills him. Sort of like cutting the end of a string to a knotted ball.
Like cutting a puppeteer's strings.
You know, I've been here for a while and I couldn't think of anything that clever.
Vaughn looks and winks at the camera. Well, good to know. We don't have the blade. We're all gonna die. Cool.
Now, there's really not much to it. That's most of the information I have. Will you keep your promise?
Of course. But wait. So you said you ended up here, and Azra's dad worded everything. Do you know what happened to Azra's dad?
He's still up there in the throne room, but his tendrils couldn't get to him. That sword of his, that holy weapon, plunged into himself, keeping his body from fueling him. That's how he starved to death. If you somehow manage to, well, you should be fine. You're not him, you're not me, you're not those demons out there. If you can pull that blade from him, you can end the ward. Once this tree's dead, there's nothing to capture your father's body.
So, kill Tree first, then save Azra's dad.
If you can. As long as I've been in here, he's been on that throne in Pale. I don't even think he's alive anymore. Hell, I don't even know if he's got some of the Somber in him still.
Well, that's something we're gonna find out.
I guess, is there anything else you want to say? Is there, I guess, last words? And, who of us should do it? Do you want to pick somebody to end your suffering? Like,
Pick me.
Just like your mother. I'll take you. That's fine.
Fuck yeah.
I know it doesn't matter and there's no one left to care, but I'm sorry. For everything.
Bond's gonna take his hand and, like, just kind of hold it, like, with both hands real fast. Be like, I'm sure it means something. Would you like to have your hand held at the end?
If you wouldn't mind.
All right. Bond will hold his hand.
Agni will stand in front of him and say, "How do you want me to do this?"
Dealer's choice.
Ooh. There are so many options. Vaughn, can you, like, I don't know, not look? Or, I think there's gonna be a lot of blood.
I mean, when does that ever stop me?
I just don't want to get in your face.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright.
I gotta look at this man in the eyes as he dies. I don't want him to die alone.
I feel like a mouthful of food at the same time.
Bond's like holding his hand while like eating a fucking chicken wing. Yeah, get on with it, guy.
I'm trying to find a way to make this as painless as possible, but that's not gonna be a thing. So,
That would probably be the least amount of blood, so...
oof. Oh, I mean, I was just gonna start bashing his skull in.
How
Jesus
is that not pain?
Christ.
That's why I said there's gonna be a lot of blood.
That's
mean,
the
his
worst
body-
way.
How is that the most painless way possible?
I kind of figured that's what she was gonna do. I mean, it makes sense. Like all of her other spells involve it burning people alive,
Why
melting
didn't you,
them
like,
from the
snap his
inside out.
neck?
Just
Ow.
take one good hit to his head.
Yeah, just crush his skull. It'll be fine.
Yeah, okay,
Do
so I'm gonna
dagger?
aim.
Do you want to use a dagger instead? Like,
No.
slit his throat?
No,
I got a plan.
the pure shock
God.
of destroy the brain. He won't feel anything anymore. This is the best choice, Agni.
We were just discussing this in front of him. I mean, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna hit him on the side of the head. It's either gonna kill him or knock him out. That's fine. If it knocks him out, you know what? He's unconscious. He won't feel the rest. Right?
I mean, technically, Vaughn could be considered giving you advantage because I'm holding his hand and
Hold him
distracting
down.
him. I'm not holding him down. I'm
Jesus
distracting him.
Christ.
Hold him down.
Hold down this old man as I crush his skull.
He looks up towards you, Arya, as like Vaughn and Azra and Agni are having this like discussion, and he's like, "Your mother would have ended this by now."
Okay, I'm just gonna swing and I'm gonna use Touch of Death as well as I have a smite spell. I got some smite on me.
Oh my
I think
god.
Searing Smite.
Oh my god!
We're trying to end him!
Yeah, but Searing Smite? This is
Okay,
Ian
what the
talking about
fuck?
Vaughn.
As Agni kind of lifts her hammer up and the hammer ignites, and you see the black smoke pouring off of it. All of you just hear the tolling of the bell, and you see the body just shake and then collapse over.
Agni looks at Arya and she is fucking furious.
I cannot let you bash his skull in repeatedly. Are you fucking kidding me?
I was gonna do it in one hit!
She definitely
No.
would have done it in one hit. But the Searing Smite was a little much, Agni.
I was just trying to make sure and he picked me and you fucking stole my kill!
I will say that was a good kill, though, Arya. He didn't see it coming.
Thanks.
And that was probably the most painless version. Good job.
As you're all standing there having this discussion some more, the visage of the cottage you're standing in slowly dissipates, and you find yourselves back on the kind of gray stone outside the cabin.
We still see that tree, right?
Far in the distance, yeah.
Well, let's go chop down a tree.
Chop, chop, chopping.
As you guys exit what would have been the worn down cabin, before you stands a large blackened tree. Roots uplifted from beneath the soil, its body long since rotted. Yet still it stands as mighty as any tree you've seen back home. Large tendrils, inky black, extend up its body, wrapping and knotting themselves ravenously all around. Among the tendrilled branches, sprouting from the flesh of these long, ever-present tentacles, spills long white string-like strands that end in large, bulbous humanoid shapes. As you bear witness to this strange sight, reality seems to warp. Your senses betray you. The tree in front of you stands thousands of feet away, yet you can see every branch, every vine, the most insignificant detail of the bark, as if you were face to face with it. Right now, you find yourselves at a plateau overlooking this thousands upon thousands of feet away tree.
How are we supposed to destroy this thing?
I don't know. Maybe Arya can toll the dead it.
I mean, that might work.
It might.
Worth a shot.
I mean, I don't think it's actually gonna work. I just...
We can burn it. Burn it. Fun.
Maybe Agni can smash it with her hammer.
Fucking would love to.
It's pretty far away.
Are we supposed to walk there?
Maybe we can fake walk like Azra did to the cabin.
Yeah, Azra, do that thing again.
What thing?
The thing where you like walk but you don't actually move and the cabin just came towards you. Do that with the tree.
What? I thought I walked towards the cabin.
Nah,
Well.
you didn't move.
I guess it's kind of hard to tell when you're in a void. Alright, Azra will take a step forward and see if it happens again.
As you begin to move, each step you take brings you closer and closer to this enigma, but it seems to be getting closer to you instead of you to it. As this withering amalgamation advances toward you all, its approach halts, and you find yourselves at the edge of a large plateau overlooking the valley the tree resides in. The space around you is now clouded in a strange murky darkness. From this new perspective, you can now all see a long, atrophied black flower sitting atop the tree. Petals begin to fall as you see the flower slowly begin to tilt towards you all. Still unbloomed, it's still kind of like coalesced inside of itself. As you try to move some more, you find yourselves all standing at the base of this tree. This tree is stories tall, bigger than any building, any mountain you've ever seen.
Azra wants to touch it.
You place your hand on the tree. It's cold. It's rough. Part of it's kind of slimy from the tendrils that are kind of wrapped around it in different areas. A piece of the bark, like the flesh of the tree, chips away as you touch it.
Well,
Hmm.
how do we want to do this?
I mean, maybe we gotta kill the flower. It's the only thing
Maybe.
of this thing that looks like alive, I guess you could even call it that.
How the hell are we gonna get up there? This is way bigger than flying or walking or climbing.
I mean, alternatively, and Bond pops out a giant's bane, I could just start hacking into this thing and we can see what happens.
What about an earthquake? That'd be fun. Maybe I could destroy the roots of it.
Ooh, you could flame strike it.
I could do that. Except I don't have it prepared. I'm sorry.
Damn!
I have Dawn. I could Dawn it.
You know what? Why don't you invoke greed on it? See if that works. Or incite greed, whatever the hell that thing was called that you did.
Why are you being a bitch? We could just do all of those things at the same time. Vaughn starts hacking away. Maybe I
Listen.
don't earthquake it.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're gonna be dawning it or earthquaking it, I would like to stay a little far back.
Well, somebody try something. Like, Vaughn, just try hacking at it, see if that does anything.
Okie dokie. Vaughn is gonna pop out his axe. He's gonna try to hack at the tree. I'm gonna roll. Heh.
Alright. Vaughn, you begin hacking at the tree. With each swing, you're piercing into the flesh, pulling out chunks of this wood. You spend a good 10 minutes just hacking at it over and over, taking out bigger and bigger chunks. And surprisingly, as you're cutting through it, Vaughn, this tree is huge. This thing's as big as a fucking mountain. But with each swing, you seem to be taking off more and more. And with each thought of you cutting down this tree, it seems with every other swing, you see wounds just begin to appear across the tree in different areas, spreading throughout. As Vaughn's doing this long process, what is everybody else doing?
Should we set it on fire?
Yes, I would. Can you do that? Like fireball it somewhere not near Vaughn.
Yeah, I can do that. Oh, I think.
I think Azra's gonna kind of touch the tree a little bit in reverence, and then he's just gonna start pulling at the wood. The bark.
Or as you attempt to aim up at the tree, you look at the spot you want to strike, and you guys all see Arya disappear and appear about 30, 40 feet into the air, just floating there. So the fireball strikes into the side of the tree, which with a massive explosion, you see the fire spread a lot farther than it normally would. It begins trailing up the tree like a jet flying to the sky. Each branch begins to set ablaze. Azra, what are you doing?
Azra's tearing at it with his hand.
All right, you begin to pull bark out of it, and as you are, you see other parts of the tree begin to peel itself as well near you. It seems like with every pull of this bark, with every chunk of wood and twig you manage to snap off, others are beginning to crumble and fall as well. Agni?
Agni is. Oh, Dawn's not in this too. Okay. She's gonna use Dawn though, which is like 4d10 radiant damage. But she's gonna try and get, because the tree's so big, she'll just try and get away from everyone so she doesn't cast it on them.
Okay. You find yourself standing a bit far away from this tree as you begin to pray to Saren Ray. As this happens, you all see strands of light begin to pierce the sky above the tree as the dark cloudy mist begins to tear open and this loud plummet of radiant fire strikes down to the top of the tree. You see the tree begin to shake. Everybody else, as this is happening, begins to back up. Vaughn, you kind of make your way away down the roots. Azra, same with you. Ara, you're still floating in the air. You begin to float away as the dawn strikes down the top of the tree. Meeting with Arya's fire, you see the wounds in the tree, Vaughn, that you were striking continue to strike into different areas as you've left the tree. Bark begins to pull itself away as the tree begins to slowly shudder. You see those white strands holding up those humanoid shapes begin to catch a flame as well. As the tree slowly begins to shriek, you all find yourselves above the plateau now where you were staring down at the tree. You see the flower begin to open up, and with a loud, gurgling scream, all the petals begin to wilt and fall. You see a massive eyeball staring you down before it too begins to wither and turn to dust. This tree slowly but surely cracks down the middle in several areas as it crumbles and falls to the ground, leaving nothing but an abyss beneath it. As you guys all turn, you see the void around you slowly disappear, and you find yourselves standing in front of two large throne room doors. One of the doors torn open and thrown to the floor, the other one still partially ajar. There is a cold breeze flowing through the chamber.
Azra kind of approaches the open door slowly. Just to see if he can see anything in there.
You see what you see in the map.
I can see everything on the map, so I don't know how far. Is it dark in here?
The whole room is so. Why does nobody have dark? I can clearly.
No,
see
I
the
see.
I can only
s-
see
I
like
see
a
the dark.
circle.
I can see up to like here.
Maybe. Oh, now I
But
see. The map wasn't zoomed out enough.
Oh my goodness.
Alright. I guess he sees that guy.
Yeah, you see him kind of like against the wall, the body of this creature. It's pinned to the wall with a bunch of different weapons, and the body is just dead.
This guy?
Long, yeah, long since decayed.
Oh no. Alright, Azra's just gonna walk along it slowly till he can see something.
I'm assuming we see the glow coming from that purple thing up there.
Yeah, as you get closer, Azra, you see what looks to be a blue-skinned tiefling with a massive sword plunged into its torso, piercing the throne behind it, slumped over in its chair.
Damn, Azra, your dad's buff as shit.
Azra didn't hear that comment.
That was totally out of character, but
Damn, Azra, your dad is buff as shit.
As you stand before what you know to be now your father, the resemblance is almost uncanny. The skin color is a bit different. You know, he's a bit bigger than you, a bit more muscular, but you can tell this is your father.
Does he look like he's moving?
It does not. There is a massive sword plunged in his body. There is vines and tendrils kind of like wrapped around his ankles and all the places where the sword isn't close to, and it seems they have stopped growing at that point. They're just there hovering over. There are several what looks to be like cobwebs and dust that have built up on the throne and all atop and around him.
He'll approach the throne slowly. He'll kneel and take some of those tendrils and start cutting at them.
You guys all see Azra approach past this long hallway and is now on the throne, pulling vines off of what looks to be a very familiar looking body, similar to Azra, just a bit bigger and a bit older.
I had to get to a point where Vaughn would actually be able to watch this.
Aww. Yeah, after he's done pulling off all the tendrils, he'll sweep away some of the dust from the throne and from what I'm assuming it has gathered on his dad.
Alright. Azra has partially cleared most of the vines and the dust off of this, and now remains just this corpse with a sword plunged through its body.
He kind of like stands there for a moment, his shoulders slumped, head hung, and he goes to like reach for the sword, but he hesitates. He's not like actually grabbing it yet.
Well, Azra, is that your dad?
Azra just like nods sadly. He doesn't even turn around.
Is he hot? Oh, he's dead.
Oh my god! I like the way your token moved up. You're like, is he? Oh, nope.
Azra kind of like sighs really loudly. He's like, I didn't even know him, and yet this still feels like a goodbye I was never really ready for.
Have you tried reviving him? I mean, maybe he's okay.
I don't know if I can do that, Agni.
Didn't Tom say something about pulling the sword out?
Yeah, but I just don't hold much hope.
I mean, it's a big sword.
We
Do
can
you
hold
need
your
a big?
hands.
Do you need a big boy to help you pull out a big sword?
No, I don't think I need your help pulling out the sword, but I will take the hand holding. However, kind of need both hands.
All right, I'll hold your tail.
Everyone just grabs his tail.
I don't think he'd like that.
He kind of like bristles for a moment because people don't usually hold his tail, but he like just nods and then he goes to grab the hilt of the sword.
Wait, do you want me to hold the body down so it doesn't like move?
No.
All right, you put both hands onto the handle of this massive sword. As you do, the room itself is cold, but the sword is warm. It's familiar. It's comforting. You grab onto it, and you begin to pull. And you look behind you. Your friends are behind you. They're helping you out. As the sword slowly, inch by inch, pulls itself out of the chair, out of the chest, you pull it at the last second, and you end up falling down. Vaughn braces you. Arya, you're kind of tipped to the side. Agni, you catch your balance as the body slowly falls off the throne and slides down to the side. The sword shrinks now in your hands, Azra. It loses its great form and it becomes similar to almost like a long sword in your hands. And you guys are all kind of like ass down on the floor, the cold, icy floor.
Azra kind of looks at the sword now in his hands first. Gets a good look at it.
Staring at this blade, the handle itself is woven with familiar leather. It seems to be the same type of leather from Rotadia. The metal work around it does not look familiar to you, like the actual handle itself and the guard. It looks pretty fancy. The blade itself is long, partially chipped, but looks sturdy. In the center, where like a jewel would usually lie in ornate noble swords, in this one, it is kind of like a metal ball that has been carved into the shape of two hands shaking each other. And as you hold this sword, as you hold the sword, you guys all see this energy sort of flow out of it and into Azra as you instantly attune to it. And you hear a voice say in your head, "He was a good man. I'm going to miss him dearly. But this is your rightful weapon. You're going to need it."
He kind of grazes his hand over the sword for a moment when he hears that, and then he puts it aside and he gets up and he tries to help his dad's body back onto the throne.
As you guys all kind of pick yourself up, and Azra, you put the sword down for a second and stand up, you see the body shudder for a second. Its left leg begins to kick out. Its right arm begins to kick and shake, and its body begins to convulse in place as you see a black tendril sprout from its shoulder, another one from its ribcage, a third one from the open wound in its chest, and you hear, "Now I don't know who the fuck you are, but this is my prey. I'm not gonna let anybody take it." I need everyone to roll me initiative.
Here we go.
Where the fuck are all our boyfriends?
As the body begins to convulse and these vines begin to pour out and surround the head, I need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Whee. Oh shit.
Okay, everybody but Azra fails and are pushed back 40 feet.
Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 30, 35, 40.
As this wave of energy kind of sprouts off the body, just move you down a bit, Azra. The body stands up and you see its size begin to grow.
Oh, don't let
Standing in its place, you see probably what Azra's dad fully looked like in his actual form, now surrounded in these tendrils that have pierced its body and is now puppeting it. As all of you are kind of knocked prone on your back, you kind of open your eyes and sit up. Your back hurts. I need you three at the bottom to make me a perception check.
Ignore the. Oh, cool. I turned off the advantage. Woo.
Vaughn, yeah, no, all of you, as you're looking up from the floor, you see a single white threaded humanoid shape above you. The thread begins to unweave, and a figure falls from it. You see, similar to the Balor you saw in the camp, this one, both wings, both arms, both legs, falls to the ground, unconscious, before the vines begin to spread out, and it stands itself up. Ian, you got battle music?
Oh, I'm looking for it. This is a lot more intense than I thought it was going to be, Dylan. Not going to lie.
You're fighting the son of Orcus.
I am. I didn't expect to
I
fight.
know.
I didn't expect to fight the son of Orcus.
Neither
And
did I.
You're fighting the Somber as well.
I
What
know.
if-
What the fuck?
What if we didn't fight them and just like, I don't know, gave them a hug?
I like
How's
that
gonna
plan.
work?
You should try. You go first. Which dad do you want?
Which
Um,
I wanted to do some like Doom bullshit, but that's too epic for this. I might have. Yeah, I might have something. Let me get rid of that timestamp on that. And let's try this. Here we go.
All right. Starting off the round, Azra, you see this large looming shape staring down at you. As it holds out its hands, you see these weapons begin to form. And you hear, I've been trapped in this body for God knows how long. Oh, I'm gonna unleash hell. It's going to make its 3 attacks against you, Azra. That's a 35, a 27, and a 22.
Yeah, they all hit.
All right. 1 second here. One, two, three. You are going to take 22, 11, and 23 damage.
He's gonna uncanny dodge the first one. So it's 11,
We'll
11,
do 11.
and... How much?
11, 11, we'll say 10. Or,
10.
no, yeah, 11, 11, and 10, sure.
Okay.
As these mighty blades swing towards you, Azra, like, you're still caught in shock. You step back a bit, and as you dodge the first attack, the second comes. It's almost a lethal attack, as you see it coming right for your throat. You reach out, and you see there's a longsword now in your hands, blocking it. And I will send you the stats to the sword. 1 second. The stats that you know right now, anyways.
Alright.
Alright, so when it's after your turn, just try programming that in for yourself.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead.
Fuck. Alright. Can I get a minute to read it?
Yeah, sure. I'll have Arya and Vaughn go, and then the Balor and then Agni, and then we'll just circle back to your turn.
That's
So
fine.
Arya, what are you doing?
So this guy's like dead, right?
Yeah, he is like a mummified thing attached to the wall. The Balor in front of you, it doesn't look like it's in perfect health. You see there's like parts of its body that are either dead or rotted. It doesn't seem like it's full health.
Sorry, this one seems like it's not full health.
Yeah.
Does this dude have a weapon of some sort?
On him, no.
That's a problem.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh,
you'd just be bringing him back as a zombie.
don't
He
do
used
it.
to be able to like stab things, you know?
That'd be the scariest zombie. But it's still a zombie.
You know, let's try it. Let's see what happens. What's the worst that could happen?
You gonna cast animate this?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna send you his stat block.
Okay.
And you can use he has actual natural weapons, so you'll be able to use him for this fight.
Cool.
There you go. It's in the Discord.
And hang on, I have to move this so I can see. Like these things. Like, is that a hole or can I walk over?
That's ice.
Okay.
It gets one attack of opportunity because you are within 10 feet of its range.
Whoops.
It's gonna swing its long sword at you for a 29 to hit. You are going to take 1 second here. Wow, that's almost max damage. 28 points of slashing damage and 18 points of lightning damage. And let me give you that token. Unfortunately not. That's because he's thick. So you guys melee attacks in his magic resistance and devil sight. You can just click on the website and it gives you a dice roller. Like if you click the +7 to his attack or whatever it is, +10. Hey, you only have 2 sheets now. Well, I don't have time to copy and paste everything. 13 misses. 19 just hits. As you animate this thing off the wall, you see its eyes flicker open and the black necrotic essence begin to pour out. It rips its own torso out from the vines holding it, and it rushes towards this thing. Takes the first swing and misses, then takes the second swing with its tail and smashes this Balor across the face. You guys now have a big zombie in this fight, a zombie, if you will. Then roll the third one. 16 misses. All right. Is that your turn, Ari? You gonna cast a spell? Oh, you cast a spell, yeah. Von Scallion.
Oh, here he goes. Oh boy, here I go raging again. Vaughn is gonna rage, and he is just gonna fly forward and recklessly throw himself at this Balor. With Giant's Bane, of course. That's an 18 to hit.
18 just misses.
I just misses. All right. I think I didn't -5. It's a 28 to hit, and do me a favor, make that strength saving throw, please.
All right. Let me reduce the
I know
damage.
I know you're gonna crush it, but that would
That's
be
a 19.
Oh yeah, crushed it. That's 27 slashing though.
All right.
And that I think is all I can do is Vaughn for now.
Sounds good. As you slash it down, Bond, and you attempt to knock it over with the enchantment on your sword, you see it stands its ground, looks towards you, and at first, 1 second here, start of each of its turns, each creature within 5 feet you'll take 10 points of fire damage from its fire aura, Vaughn.
Gotcha.
And any creature... Oh, okay, whoops. Vaughn, you'll take 14 points of fire damage when you hit it.
Oh, when I hit? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Alright, it's going to take its 2 attacks against you, Vaughn. That is a 16 and a 22.
16 will miss, 22 will hit.
Alright, you see it's... this bolt of lightning it's wielding like a sword misses, but in its other hand, a whip made of flame appears and it whips down towards you. You're going to take 15 points of slashing damage and 17 points of fire damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Got you. You said 17 was the other one?
Yes.
Cool. And strength save. Here I go. Ooh, it's kind of low. It's only a 19.
Oh, you fail by 1.
Damn it.
You are pulled closer to it. I'm not gonna move you, but you're right next to it.
I thought I was right next to it.
Well, as close as you can get.
Mmm.
Agni,
Smells demony.
Agni is going to use otherworldly form.
nice. Describe that to me.
Oh. Oh man, which plane am I picking? Okay, so she's gonna go with upper planes. Basically, she's got super cool, bright, fiery wings, and she's like, glowing, I guess would be the right word. Slightly, not too bright. She just looks cool and badass, like an angel or a phoenix. The end.
Nice. All right, that's your action.
Yeah, that's my action.
Any movement?
No, I'm good right here.
All right. Azra, are you set up?
I am a little confused as to how to set up the sword.
That's fine. We'll take a 2-second break while I set it up for you.
Okay, I tried.
That's okay.
and tears in his eyes. And he is going to slash him with the new sword. And go for it. He might actually fly up a little bit because this guy's really big.
Alright, fair enough.
How big is he, by the way?
He is probably standing about, in this form, 25 feet tall.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna fly up a little bit. He's gonna fly up 10 feet. And he's gonna hover there.
Alright,
And
go
he'll
for it.
take that slash. He's gonna do it with 2 hands.
Okay, so it's 1d. I gotta make a two-handed prompt, but yeah, that's fine. We'll keep the damage as is. 15 does not hit, unfortunately.
Damn. Alright. And then he's gonna move away. He's still gonna be flying. But he's gonna... Actually, he's gonna move there.
Alright, no problem. Round starts over. It is now this thing's turn. You see... I'm gonna call him Dad. You see Dad fully stand up, roar out, and you hear the Sombre's... this version of the Sombre's voice once again. I'm gonna turn you all to dust. And he's gonna walk towards the cleric. The one that looks like her mother right now. Okay. Agni Kai.
Agni Kai is going to fight this guy, because fuck him. She's gonna fly up a bit. So
Sorry,
she's
no,
like,
it's not your turn. I just said he's running towards you.
oh, fuck you.
My bad. He rolled... Wow.
He rolled bad, right?
Wow.
How's he doing?
We just started this fight.
Is he dead? Is he dying of shame?
Your AC is 23, correct?
24.
20. Nice. The first 2 swings miss. The third swing with his demonic weapon decapitates you.
What?
You
No!
watch as Agni's head falls from her body.
Does it though?
Does it, though?
And hits the floor.
Can I use shield on someone else?
You cannot.
How do you know it what kind of damage did it do?
If the target has at least 1 head, and Dad rolled a 20 on the attack, the target is decapitated and dies if it can't survive without a head.
Oh, Agni Kai is deceased.
Do you have any effects on you right now that can save you?
Is it just slashing damage as it takes my head off?
Yeah.
Oh. 1 sec.
That was on a nat 20, right?
Yes. It
Oh,
rolled a 21,
cool.
a 21, and a nat 20.
Oh, thank God I'm safe. Okay. He's not
Anybody else
safe,
concerned?
but I'm safe. Everyone else is fucked, but
Anybody else fucking concerned? We just lost the cleric. and
I
Agni
just immediately beheaded.
What the fuck?
oh, this is not good. Oh man.
I don't know if I don't think I did. You can keep going and I will go through my stats.
Sounds good to me. You watch as
Holy-
this thing storms past the throne towards Yuvon. As you turn your head, you see it take 2 swings towards Agni as she's kind of like up in the air. They both miss, and as she kind of turns towards Azra, who's now flying there, a blade just takes her head clean off and she hits the floor. Azra, what are you doing?
I don't even know what to do anymore. Is it really his turn? Holy shit.
Yep.
I can't believe nobody's within 5 feet of him. Alright, well, that's, really upsetting. He's gonna go with the sword again. Still two-handed. I know it's not programmed in, though.
Oh, I just forgot, but we'll do this when it gets to Agni's turn.
Oh,
23 definitely hit.
that's 5, and 17, and no sneak attack because nobody is within 5 feet of him.
There was.
There was. She's
Well,
not
actually-
that anymore.
I will actually give you sneak attack for a reason that's going to happen on Agni's turn.
Okay, thank you. That wasn't very
So,
good.
27, 31, 36 points of damage.
He's gonna fly back this way. And you know what? Because I keep forgetting, he's gonna bonus action cast Hex.
Okay. Let me find the hex out. Fair enough. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's his whole turn.
Arya. What is she doing?
I don't even know. Definitely running the fuck away from that thing. Let's have this guy go first. 14?
For the zombie?
Yeah.
14 misses.
29.
29 hits.
So that's 15 damage.
Nice.
And a 27.
27 hits as well. How much damage?
9.
Awesome. This Balor is not looking good right now. As your zombie is just tearing into it.
Okay, hold on a second.
I'm just getting the thing prepped. It's still your turn.
I know it is. How bad does it look?
Which one, the Balor or the dad?
Well, not the fucking dad, the one that's almost dead.
The Balor, it looks like it was barely standing to start with. It's pretty injured.
I need to save all my spell slots for the other guy. Let's try this.
Wisdom save. It rolled an 11, so that takes 16 points on the cross. Alright. Alright. It's now the Balor's turn as this massive creature.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Time
did I
out.
skip you, Vaughn? Yeah, I
Yes,
did.
you
Go ahead,
did.
Vaughn.
Shit.
Go ahead, buddy.
Vaughn is just immediately just gonna be like, Agni! And he's gonna use his urine shift. And he is gonna turn into his slightly bigger Chungus form. Which doesn't actually do anything for him now, other than gives him 10 HP. God damn it, Dylan. Don't make fun of my accent. Alright. Chunky Vaughn is just going to backhand the Balor once. And I want to re-roll that damage. 'Cause that damage sucked. Wow, it's only moderately not as bad.
Okay, well, it hits.
That's 20 points of slashing. Make a strength save.
Okay, it is not looking good. That's a 26.
All right. I'll attack one more time.
27
hit.
hits. Yeah.
No-
In your rage, Vaughn, you just grab this thing by the waistband, take your blade, and shove it into its throat,
Mhm.
and it just drops to its knees and dies.
And then Vaughn just rushes at Azra's dad, but then forgets that he already used his bonus action to shift, so he can't do shit. So that's his turn.
All right. Agni, the last thing you see as the blade flies towards your neck is the face of Azra as you look over and you find yourself waking up. You're on a balcony in front of a starry lit sky. There's sound in the background, people are talking. You're in a nice dress, staring out over the city of Avexia. And you see standing next to you, in a nice suit, dressed up, is Tobias. He looks over to you. As he does, you see the background of this starry sky crack. You hear the sound of glass shatter. Tobias looks at you, puts his hand on your face, his forehead on yours, kisses you one last time, and you see Tobias turn to dust and disappear into the sky. You guys watch as this purple energy flows out of Agni's ring as it shatters, connects her head back to her neck. Agni, you're at full HP, and you have all your spell slots back.
Love that for me. Is Tobias dead?
What are you doing?
Why would you answer my question? Am I still in otherworldly form?
I'll say for the sake of what just happened, yeah, you didn't drop concentration, so you still have it.
Oh, okay. I'm going to attack the asshole that took my head off. Okay. I have 2 attacks right now, and I'm going to use Touch of Death on each of them, assuming they land.
Do it. They both hit.
Cool. I think that's that. And then that. And Touch of Death, 35 each, which is a number. 70.
70 for both attacks? Or just the one? All together?
Altogether, it's 70.
All right.
Plus, he gets 2d10 necrotic damage on top of that
Great.
shit.
79?
Yeah, well, 79 plus, like, the lightning and the...
Okay, so give me the full number then.
Okay. $126.
Jesus Christ. All right. You strike into this creature, and as you hit it, you see its flesh reverberate from the attack. You punch a massive hole into its ribs, and you see the lightning arc out through one of the arms, blasting it off. It now only has 3 arms. You do anything else to your turn, Agni?
I'm gonna stay right there. We'll
Okay.
fly up to, like, eye level. How tall is he?
25 feet tall.
Okay, so I can reach eye level. That's it.
Gotcha. All right. At the start of its turn, it is going to turn towards you, Vaughn. Uh, 34 to hit,
Yeah, that'll hit.
25 to hit,
Yes.
a natural 20.
Oh, nat 20s don't do anything extra to me because of my adamantine armor. But yes, I'll take the normal hit from that.
All right, your head comes off.
What? That's not how adamantine works.
When it rolls a 20 on an attack roll, the target is decapitated.
But adamantine.
It's not a natural 20, it's just a 20 on the roll. You're fine. We'll say your armor doesn't... You have special armor. So you'll just take the damage.
I was gonna say, that's the whole point. That's one of the defenses is against vorpal swords.
Alright. Alright. Okay. Gotcha. So you will take... Let me add this together for you so it's easier.
Let me just erase my 10 temporary hit points while I'm at it. Make this a little easy.
You'll take a total of 81 points of damage.
Okay.
As all these strikes slash into you with a finesse you're not really used to seeing from creatures this large.
All right.
It
Ow.
is now your turn, Azra.
Okay. He is going to fly up behind. Actually, Agni's also flying, right?
Yep.
Alright, then he's gonna go there. You can't flank something like this, but
It's far too large, yeah.
it's fine. And he'll hit him again.
30 hits.
And the
Sneak
attack, and then the hex. Oh.
That's alright. 48, 52, 54. Alright, as you launch yourself towards it after seeing Agni fly up, her head connected to her body, and her launch this massive attack into it, it takes its swings towards Vaughn. You sneak up behind it and pierce the sword straight through its shoulder blade. It is bloodied.
Nice, nice. He's gonna try to redirect his attention this way. Because, oh my god, his friends keep losing their heads.
Alright, roll me, how are you trying to redirect its attention?
He'll start calling out to it. He'll try to... I can't decide if I want to appeal to the dad or the Desambre. He'll appeal to the Desambre.
Don't forget your charisma is now 20.
Yeah, but that's not going to affect anything he's doing right now.
Alright.
It'll affect his spells.
How are you appealing to the Sombra?
I'm trying to think of something he can say to it. I guess he'll start, he'll try to, taunt him, saying, because he was saying, oh, I'm trapped in this body, but well, I'm gonna get you out of there. Stab, stab. I can't think of anything good enough to say right
Okay,
now.
I'll just say roll me a performance check.
Thanks. Oh, the 12.
Okay, alright. You see his attention is somewhat diverted from the person who just snuck up behind him and stabbed him. That's fine. Arya, it's now your turn.
How big is this thing? Oh, I can't.
25 feet tall.
Not this thing.
The Balor, oh my fucking god. The Balor, I believe, is about 15 or so feet tall.
Can I have him?
Jesus Christ. With your spell thing, you can only have one large creature at a time, sort of thing. So it's either zombie or him.
Which one's better?
Well, you're not gonna.
You know
get
what? No, well, it's fine. It's fine. We'll keep this one for now. For now. Hang on. What's his movement again? I think it's only 20.
Man, to think I was gonna give this thing legendary actions. Good thing I didn't.
You keep decapitating people. I don't think you need to.
I've never rolled this many nat 20s in a row.
The funny thing is, I can hear in your voice every time you roll a nat 20.
Okay, I got 29 to hit.
29 hits from the zombie.
Oh, that's only 9 damage. What a little bitch. A 24 to hit.
That hits as well.
That's 18 damage.
Alright.
And then a 13.
13 miss.
Yeah, I figured.
You see Agni get decapitated, hit the ground, Azra sneak up behind, stab. Vaughn getting torrented by this thing's massive weapons. You telepathically shout out to your zombie. It channels your inner rage, and you see it run towards this thing and just start hammering into it. As you kind of reach out, hover off the ground, your eyes begin to turn black. You see some of the frozen liquid around you begin to melt. You cast negative energy flood, and it's got to make a Constitution saving throw. Ooh, that's a 13.
Oh, speaking of which, does that have to take a con save from Azra's new dad sword?
Yeah, is it evil?
Sombre? Fuck yeah.
But he technically qualify as evil.
I'll say yes.
Alright, then he's got to start making them saves.
So, okay, I just rolled 2. The first one, because you hit him twice. The first one's 24 and the second's 10. What happens when he fails it?
When he fails it...
He's blinded until
says-
the end of its next turn.
Yes,
Gotcha.
thank
So
you.
we'll say he's blind right now.
Okay.
So he has disadvantage on all his attacks. He failed your negative energy flood, Arya, as you see this black energy rush and flood towards him and crawl up his body. You see his already kind of tentacled legs and arms begin to shrivel, and you hear a shriek coming from inside the body. He is going to take 40. Oh, that's a lot of damage. 43. So 62 from negative energy flood. And then let's see if he fails the wisdom save. It's a 19. He fails. Your DC is 20. He's going to take 22 on top of that. All right. He is not looking that good. Well, for him, at least. Mr. Scallion. The last thing you felt was a huge amount of force strike into your adamantine neck plate, denting it in the
Yes.
process, but keeping your head nice and snug.
There's like blood coming out from like underneath, like there's blood dripping down Von's neck right now. He's not gonna reckless because this guy's blind, so he is just going to Great Weapon Master, hurl a whirl, and try to kill this motherfucker. That's a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay. It needs to make a strength save, which it will probably crush. But I want to keep
26.
Yep. All right, so that's 34 points of slashing damage. I'm going to try again. That's a 22 to hit.
You're good.
Cool. I'm going to re-roll the damage on that one. Fuck this guy.
He's immune to blind. Cool.
Oh, well, shit. Then I'm recklessly attacking then. Never mind. I'll keep the damage from the... No. I'll take the second damage. So first one was 34. Second one is 42? No, that's not right. I can't do math. 32. Yes.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay, fair enough. Agni Kai.
Okay. The plane we're in right now isn't like the 9 hells, right?
No. Alkazma is a demi-plane within the material plane.
That's awesome. I am going to use plane shift on Big Boy.
Okay, 1 second.
It's near the bottom that I can banish an unwilling creature to another plane.
So you have to make a melee spell attack against it.
How do I do that?
Like on a wisdom check.
It's like, when you cast like Guiding Bolt.
Yeah, but I just click the spell and then it happens.
What?
Just wisdom then?
Wisdom plus your proficiency. So just make
Yeah, what's Ian saying?
Or if you're if you're proficient in like perception or something, or
Just roll a medicine check, because that's
or medicine, yeah.
Okay.
And then it has to make a charisma saving throw trying to beat that. All right, it's gonna make a charisma saving throw. Oh, fuck off. Okay.
Did I win?
So what plane did you specify? The 9 hells?
Yeah. I want him to fucking suffer. I have no interest in fighting this bastard. I need to find my fiance.
All right. Agni, you charge up your fist with this conjuration magic, and as you do, you strike this creature in the face. And as it happens, you see the energy arc through its jaw down into its body, and you see what looks to be a mass of black tentacles slowly go ethereal, pass through its back, and you just hear, "I'll fucking kill," and it just disappears as the body is left here. The body slumps over and hits the floor, and combat is now over.
Jesus fuck.
Bond's gonna like throw up a little bit. He's gonna like try to like stop to like try to like catch him. Sorry, that was the closest to being dead I think I've ever been.
Azra's gonna rush on over to Agni.
Agni is rushing out the door.
Alright, it's fine. He's gonna check on this giant body now.
So I didn't imagine that. That was Agni getting her head cut off.
No, that was
Yeah, what
that
the
was definitely
fuck?
something that happened.
But it just went back on.
I don't know.
I can't explain it.
Oh, why am I doing countdown for urine for? And that's 10 fucking minutes. Never mind.
Agni sprints out the door. Azra, as you kind of like turn to reach to her as she's running away, you hear some sound coming from the now shrunken corpse.
He's gonna rush on over.
You see one of the arms kind of like moving around, and you hear. 1 second. Let me get this.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry, my mom was throwing me a chocolate turtle. I feel very assaulted right now.
You hear the mouth open up, and you hear a voice come out and say, "Ariana, did we do it?"
We did it. We did the thing.
Azra will move over a little bit so Arya can stand in front of him too.
Did we kill him?
He's gone.
I'm glad my final moments are with you. Promise me something.
She's gonna pat his hand.
Promise me you'll give redemption to my boy. And he'll grow up to be better than I was.
I think he will. I think he'll turn out to be amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's gonna give him a hug, pat his back.
As he does, you see his skin slowly begin to turn blue once more. And the movements stop.
Just gonna put him back on the ground. Pat his shoulder. Alright then.
Damn, Arya. That was kind of cold.
What else can I say?
I mean, Azra, are you cool not getting to say bye to your dad? I mean, it seems like he died happy, believing in you and us.
You look over at Azra and he's straight up sobbing.
Lon's gonna go over and give him a big bear hug. Cause he's a bear!
Oh, that's true!
It's okay, buddy.
Azra kind of like reaches out a hand to Arya too.
Get in here, Arya. Don't bring the zombie.
Bring the zombie, why not?
Arya's gonna give him a big hug and pat him on the back.
As you sit in the remains of your father's throne room, you all begin to notice the tendrils lining the ceiling and the walls, the ones draped over the benches and the flag posts, slowly begin to dry up into white and chip off and die. Agni, as you sprint out the doors, you shoulder the one door, tearing it off its hinges. You make your way down the hallway where you came, searching frantically for your husband, soon to be. And you hear, as you get deeper into the castle, the sounds of yelling. You hear Hugh freaking out outside. You hear the sound of Eden panicking, calling out, "Where is everybody? What the hell's going on?" You break through the front doors of the castle, and you see lying near the garden an empty suit of purple armor.
There's not even a body?
There are traces of dust pouring out of the greaves where the head area would be. The
Ooh.
legs.
Agni like collapses over the armor and just starts screaming and crying. It's very loud and messy.
All right. I think we're going to take a quick break real quick. And we'll continue on a little bit from now. Water break.